Next, we have the black soil. When we are talking about black soil, it is formed by weathering of volcanic rocks formed by the Deccan lava. Then the location is Deccan Trap, valleys of Godavari, Krishna, Narmada, and Tapi, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. Next is it is rich in lime, iron, potash, magnesium, alumina, and calcium because it is coming from the lava content. Then it lacks in nitrogen and humus. Then self-plowing quality, holds moisture when wet. Then the next is when we are talking about the crop associated, cotton, tobacco, oilseed, and sugarcane can be grown in this. Next is red soil, that is in situ decomposition of metamorphic rocks. It is after the decomposing of the metamorphic rocks, it is found in the eastern parts of Deccan Plateau, Kerala, southern states of Tamil Nadu, Chota Nagpur Plateau, etc. The main content is it is rich in iron. What is the deficiency in this soil is phosphorus, nitrogen, humus, and lime. Then the main features are it is coarse, porous, crumbly, and does not retain moisture. It requires fertilizers to hold for the vegetation purposes. What are the main crops that are associated with it? Wheat, rice, cotton, pulses, and sugarcane. Next is laterite soil. It is formed by intense leaching due to heavy rains. Then it is found in hill summits of eastern western Ghats and Assam hills. Then it is rich in iron, potassium, lime, silica, phosphoric acid, nitrogen are the basic you can say minerals that are not found in it. Then it is acidic, it is porous, crumbly, and coarse. Coffee, rubber, cashew, and tobacco are the main crops that are grown in this soil. Last one, we have the desert soil. It is mechanical weathering of rocks from the sands. Then it is found in the northern parts of India, states of Rajasthan, Gujarat, and South Punjab. Then what are the main features? Or it have a high content of salts in it. Organic matter is not present in these type of soil. They are loose, porous, crumbly, and coarse. And the main this thing crops that can be grown in this is with irrigation with a good amount of water. Wheat, bajra, melon, grams can be grown in it. Then students, now we'll be studying about what is soil erosion. Soil erosion is the removal of soil by the forces of natural wind and water more rapidly than the various soil forming process can replace it. The soil cannot be replaced, but if it is getting replaced or removed by the sources of wind and water, that is called soil erosion. Types of soil erosion is first is water erosion. It is powerful soil erosion. Following are the major types of soil erosions caused by water. First is sheet erosion. You can see uh, in the diagram only that sheet erosion, there's a lot of soil that has been washed off in the section B because of the water running, right? Then rill erosion, it is the second stage of sheet erosion. If erosion continues unchecked sufficient time, small finger shaped grooves which are few centimeter in depth may be on the landscape. First one is your sheet erosion, jahan par the whole surface is being gone, right? Then a surface is being formed like this in the B section. Then gully erosion, it is the third stage of the erosion. With further erosion of soils, the rills may deepen and become enlarged and turn into gullies. Here the type of gullies are being formed of, right, in this. Then when we are talking about wind erosion, it is a powerful agent of the erosion wind, and in the arid and the semi-arid region with little rainfall, wind can lift valuable topsoil from one area and deposit it into the other. The wind erosion is very dangerous type of erosion because due to wind, most of the deserts of the world are expanding. Now, when we are talking about human factors for soil erosion, first is deforestation. We are cutting a lot many trees, and because of which the trees actually are being cut off or derooted, because of which the holding capacity of the roots is not available and erosion is prominent. Overgrazing, again, if it is overgrazed, every time the plants are being grazed by the animals, what will happen? Slowly and steadily that particular area will be barren, left like that only, and it is more prone to erosion. Next is faulty method of agriculture. When we are using more fertilizers, more pesticides, we are keeping the land barren for some time. Shifting cultivation is used. At that particular time period, the soil loses its fertility and they are more prone to soil erosions. Next is soil conservation. When we are talking about soil conservation, first is afforestation. Afforestation is the best way to conserve soil. Afforestation means to plant more and more trees, right? So if we plant more and more trees, what will happen? The roots will hold the soil into it and it will be less prone to the erosion. Next is restricted grazing of animals. When we are grazing the animals, there has to be a restricted area that has to be taken into account. Then constructing dams. By constructing dams, the river flow can be stopped and water erosion will be stopped. Proper farming techniques, crop rotation, 1 year after the other, they should have a check that what crops are being used. It has to be certain times, it has to be ones which are using the fertility, and certain times there has to be some leguminous plants. Checking and reducing shifting agriculture. There should be a reduction in the shifting agriculture, terrace and contour bunding across the hill slopes, so that the water that is flowing through hills, it can be stopped by the plants. Next is plowing around the contour lines can decelerate the flow of water down the slopes. Contour plowing is important. Next is strip cropping, planting, then growing crops in rows, so that it can help in you can say maintaining the soil fertility also, and less prone to wind and water. So this was the students chapter. I'll be giving you certain question answers to be solved. Please solve those question answers by tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day.